Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing well. There's so much you crave to do towards organizing your kitchen, living room, or maybe your wardrobe. You sometimes even do it with all efficiency. But when it comes to maintaining the organized spaces, you seem to lose all motivation. Let me share with you a few tips and perspectives that have helped me sustain an organized home at most times. Not waiting for the weekend to accomplish all the chores is the key to a happy weekend. There is always some part of grocery that naturally asks for either a refill or restock somewhere in the middle of the week. Restocking it right away and not waiting for the weekend helps in keeping a good track of the pantry. I don't assign myself a slot from the day to do it and rather utilize a blank gap I get while cooking. Now, blank gaps such as the 5 minutes time that I get when the rice is cooking, veggies are covered to cook in simmer, and the dal has 3 more whistles due. I hope you got it. I got this basket to organize potatoes in it. To reduce the hassle of cleaning, I am lining the bottom of this basket. Now every time I restock it, all I need to do is change the lining. You don't always need to buy those fancy expensive organizers. This is a box that I received as a packaging for one of my latest purchases. I found it quite sturdy and decided to reuse it as an organizer for my weekly stock of milk. Here comes the most important part. The key to a clean kitchen is nothing but your own willingness to do it. As soon as I notice dirt or stickiness on the bottles, jars, or these spatula holders, I clean them right away. It reduces a lot of my next day load. A clean and shiny spatula holder gives me the boost to go ahead and have a cleaner countertop. Here's a tip for those of you who are either not really fond of kitchen chores or have very minimum time for it. Don't display too many items on your countertop. Keep the counter as minimal as possible with only the most essential ones at an arm's reach. I maintain a monthly cleaning schedule for my countertop, and this gives me a chance to redo the arrangement every time in a different way. I first pick all the items I need to declutter and then decide what to shuffle. As I always say, I don't believe in spending too much money in decorating a space, and so I shuffle and rearrange quite often to uplift the corners. Some display items that were rarely used during the last month go back in the pantry, and the ones I plan to use more often come out of the pantry and make it to the countertop. What sounds like a work is actually a therapy to me. I love the entire process and the outcome every single time. I have recently started enjoying the usefulness of labeling my jars and bottles. It doesn't just help in finding the ingredients faster for the other family members who don't often cook, but also elevates the whole look of this space. This little effort contributes into making your kitchen look organized and put together. And it's needless to mention how an organized kitchen elevates the entire experience of cooking. The journey towards being organized is never ending. By that, I don't mean to demotivate you. All I want you to know is that this is the best thing about organization. There's always something to learn, adapt, and evolve. This journey calls for a perspective and mindset. Let us first understand that being organized is not a leisure but rather a basic lifestyle need. Applies on each individual, a working professional, a stay at home mom, or a homemaker. Being organized is a skill, and some of us are naturally more organized than others. But the good news is that organizational skills can be learned and developed at any age. Now take a pen and paper and note these pointers down. Let me know how many of these you could relate to. In my case, a few years back, I could relate to almost all of these. If you have decided to take this path and wondering how to do it, calm down. With a huge to do list, it's quite natural to feel overwhelmed. They say that the most successful people start small to make it big. So, break it down. Pick one tiny task and complete it. Ignore all the rest of the chores until you're done with this one. Trust me, you will get there eventually. When it comes to getting organized, there's no best place to start. You just have to start. Entryway, kitchen pantry, wardrobe, office, it doesn't matter. There are surely some best practices, but the best of the best practices is just start. Pick one space, set a 20 minutes timer, and do what you need to do. Good job. We often feel like if I'm going to put my time into organizing, I must get immediate perfect results right away. But listen, if being organized was easy, all of us would have a perfect home and office. It's not, and we don't. And so, you need to trust this journey. This is a big one. We all have so much on our plates, and it's hard to see where we can fit home organization into that schedule, especially when you are at the beginning of your organizing journey. The fact is, getting organized actually saves you time in the end, and even more importantly, you will experience drastically less stress and anxiety. This will boost up your energy level to perform better, eventually making you feel more confident about yourself. I did quit once, only to realize we get one life to live. How do I want my life to feel? I spend most of my quality time with my family at home. How do I want to feel here? Similarly, if you don't want to waste your time searching things or getting angry with your family every time you're running late because you couldn't get your things together in time, then do something about it. And the right time is now. If you do want to get organized but haven't gotten into the mental space where you enjoy the process, think of ways to make it more fun. Try listening to music or a podcast while you tidy up. Call someone and multitask to make the process enjoyable. I can only tell you that the more you do it, the easier it will get. You will soon start enjoying the outcome and get addicted to the amazing feeling of having it done. Now, I hope this video helped you think differently about organization. On that note, I will wrap up this video and see you next week. Till then, keep smiling and take a very good care of yourself. Bye bye.